I might be here to cause some violence today. Maybe some gore of your comfort character. One of the biggest criticisms I have of the next plushies is that they're overstuffed. And I think most of that is just because they make the torsos too dang big. Look at how thick this body is. It does not need to be this thick. It's too big. But I do wonder if they would be a little bit better if they weren't stuffed so full. So we're gonna do that today. Just gonna try it. I'll probably try it on Butterscotch first because I feel like he's the most overstuffed. I'm not gonna do Libby because this is exactly how I would have stuffed her, so I'm gonna... This guy, I don't think you can remove stuffing without ruining him. I think he pretty much needs to be overstuffed in order for this shape to work, so he's out too. And I'm not doing Mortimer Moo because honestly he's pretty much stuffed exactly how I want him to be. I'm also going to remove Havarti Cheese because same as the Capybara, I don't think you can really stuff this less and still get the effect. Chelsea's fine. Well, maybe. She's fine. We're gonna try saber wrapping. I have Sable for reference because this is really, I think, a pretty ideal horse. Butterscotch doesn't really sit. He's too stuffed to sit down. Sable can sit down. Also, his head is thin. Butterscotch has a thick head for a horse. A little too thick. Okay, can I do this tastefully? Can I do this tactfully without ruining my boy? Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, wait, I might be onto something. Hold on, guys, I might be cooking. Oh... I'm cooking. Finished product. I feel like I could have done the stitch a bit better, but he's alright. That's how much stuffing I took out. So not like a ton, but not like there's nothing to sneeze at, you know? And yeah, he can sit down now. And he can still stand just fine, so yeah. He's a lot more like Sable now. He's actually a little less stuffed than Sable, but he has a much bigger, thicker body, so... Also his head is thinner, which is like huge for me because one of my biggest problems with the horse was how wide its head was. Obviously, I gotta do more. Okay, I'm recording a voiceover for this part because we had guests over when I was working on this. The tiger, I fear, is completely beyond fixing. I took the stuffing out of his tail so that it isn't like thick and sticking out anymore, but it's so short and it's so high up on his rear end that it still hangs and it looks weird. Same kind of goes for his nose. It's just too dang small, and unfortunately taking stuffing out of the head didn't really fix any sizing issues. But his torso feels a lot better now. He's a lot more workable, a lot more movable. He's a little less awkward. He doesn't stand so wide anymore. The Coco Lab was like the biggest failure in this batch because the legs are too short and the torso is just too big, and taking stuffing out of it didn't fix a single thing. You can see here how bad the proportions are even with some stuffing taken out. This thing is really just poorly designed, and there's just no way that I can fix that without completely destroying this thing and making a new plush altogether. This went really well for the fox, actually. She's a lot more nice to hold now. She feels a lot better. She's way more easy to move around, and she's a lot less awkward. The forehead is still huge. You know, taking stuffing out doesn't fix the fact that they made a massive head on this creature, but she is a little better now, a little easier to work with. The cat is kind of a mixed bag. She has the same problem with her tail. I took the stuffing out, but it still doesn't sit quite right. It's still too short. It's still too high up. The torso's a lot better now, and her head is a lot more round. It looks a lot cuter. Honestly though, I don't think I took enough stuffing out. I might go back and take more out later just because my personal preferences, I like her a little bit floppier than she is currently, but I'd say it's a huge improvement on this one. I wasn't originally sure I was even gonna do the pig. I thought it was gonna be the same situation as the Coco Lab where taking the stuffing out wouldn't really do anything and it would just be the pattern that's an issue, but it actually ended up helping a lot. I can move her head around, which is gonna be great for video making. She'll be easier to lip sync. And since I was cutting her open anyway, I took the opportunity to put a pipe cleaner into her tail and curl it because I hate the umbilical cord tail that they gave them on the official release. Yeah, the tail alone elevated this plush immediately. 100% recommend modifying it this way if you can. Just for point of reference, here's a webkin that I haven't modified. Trying to talk with it, blah blah, you know. Really hard to like tilt the head. And then here's one I did remove stuffing from. A lot easier to like tilt the head and move it around and talk with, and I can do a lot more expressive behaviors with it. Honestly, between that and the eyebrows, I feel like I've made this fox so much better than the official release, just from those two things, which are both super easy fixes that Gans could totally do. But yeah, I just thought, since I was always criticizing how overstuffed these things were, that it would be right to put it to the test, and I can safely say that I would 100% do this again. But the English Cream Retriever looks like it's gonna have the same problem as the Coco Dog. So I don't even know if I'm gonna get that one, but I'll probably end up removing stuffing from the unicorn and maybe the elephant. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I have to see them in person first. A super easy thing to do, if you know how to do a ladder stitch, or you learn how to do a ladder stitch, I looked up a tutorial and learned it in like 10 minutes. Especially if you're a KinzTuber, if you want to do videos with it. I can do a lot more with this fox now than like... I'm not going to try and remove anything from the corgi. I don't think it would change anything. Watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Probably going to be a review video for the new plushies, so stay tuned.